So you've found yourself a wonderful woman that you think might be the one for you. That is fantastic, but how can you be sure? Is anyone ever really sure of these things? There's something I think men do better than women, and that is they can quickly realize if the woman in front of them is good marriage material or it's just a one-night catch. As the phrase goes, women, you can't live with them or you can't live without them. And although a catchy aphorism, it's rather useless. This is because if you can't live with a woman or without her, then you're basically screwed. Fortunately, it is most definitely possible to form a bond with a lover strong enough to last a lifetime. And this is achievable especially if you're best friends and continue to enhance your lives together. Most of all, try to be deeply in love. The truth is, when you've found the right woman, your life will change. Too often we've analyzed who that perfect partner will be, despite ignoring the reality that we too are imperfect. Therefore, let's look at each of the traits of such a woman. 1. You trust her. Although a given, trust is a crucial aspect of any relationship. What's most important to keep in mind is how fragile the trust between two individuals is, especially between individuals who are intimately involved with each other. When one person breaks the other's trust, it causes pain. The more someone trusts the person, the more he or she cares, and the more it will hurt once that trust is broken. Such pain leaves gaping scars that can take eternity to heal. If you found a woman whom you trust entirely and, more importantly, a woman with whom you can't imagine breaking that trust, then you may have found the one. 2. She is respectful. Respect doesn't have to be some sort of hierarchy or something. Quite the opposite. This goes along with love. You value each other so much that you wouldn't dare to truly hurt one another. The right woman respects you as a man. You respect her as a woman. The right relationship requires just that, a mutual respect for another person as your equal. Of course, this is what keeps the relationship alive. Mostly, we love one another unconditionally and view ourselves as equal partners. We're in this together. You know that you've found the right woman when you wake up every morning smiling, knowing the love of your life is laying there right next to you. There's going to be a lot more of those special mornings. And I can't wait. 3. She always strives to be better. An ideal woman is someone who will do good things, not just because other men's women do them too, but because they are the right things to do. She surpasses other women, not because she competes with them, but because she competes with herself and tries to improve every day a little bit more. She plans her own life and doesn't procrastinate much often, but tries to meet her deadlines in time. She is confident and secure, and whatever comes her way she faces it head high. Such a woman is a gem, and to find one like her is a blessing to you. 4. She is humble. You may find yourself talking to a woman who has been drowned in gifts or attention by previous boyfriends, or even her family. Every woman and man should have steadfast standards for how they deserve to be treated in a relationship, and should never settle for less. But there is a difference between that and expecting a certain level of treatment from someone. Relationships are a two-way street, and if she always expects to come first or to be the priority, it will only leave you exhausted and unappreciated. 6. She's your biggest supporter. She believes you can do things even you're not sure you can do, because she has the utmost faith and confidence in you even at your lowest moments, because she believes you are magic. She never puts you down, but will always be there for you when you are discouraged. She is your best friend and will not hesitate to be there for you when people try to talk ill of you. She also supports you in every endeavor you undertake, and that means even financially. She doesn't hesitate to step in for you when you are not there, i.e., when you are jobless and she is employed. She will remain patient until you succeed. Such a kind of woman is one to keep, especially in the era of feminism where women are trying everything to put men down. 7. She has interests and hobbies. This may seem like a weird item to be on the list, but it's super important to you. It doesn't matter what she's interested in, but it does matter that she's interested in something other than you. She doesn't need to be interested in what you are interested in either. She needs to be engaged in things that she is passionate about, and then you need to support her. She's a pretty little bird that needs to fly without having her wings clipped or being put in a mental cage by a possessive husband. A person with no interests normally watches their life go by and becomes unhappy because of it. A person that gets excited and upbeat about various things in life is more apt to keep that happy disposition we talked about above. You will no doubt feel her excitement, and it will excite you as a result. I can honestly say that seeing the face of my wife light up with excitement is one of the greatest joys of my life. Therefore, the more things she is excited about, the more attractive she is going to be to you. The more you support her in her interests, the more she'll support you in your interests. 9. You have compatible lifestyles. Compatibility is a must for a relationship to function and thrive, otherwise, it won't last long. Are you a vegan with a meat-eating girlfriend, or the other way around? Do you like going on Sunday hikes while your partner prefers to sit at home and watch movies? Although none of these lifestyles is necessarily superior to the other, holding radically opposing views on how to live your lives would inevitably lead to conflict. It's not as easy as figuring out how to divide your Saturdays. It's a question of proportion. A woman that likes you will try her best to understand your needs and wants, and she respects them. It is not a must that she likes what you like and vice versa, but will not try to talk you out of them or change your life. 10. You want the same things in life. Again, by this, it doesn't mean that both of want exactly the same things, but you will realize that a person that is compatible with you tend to have likes that is almost the same with yours. Even if all other variables in your relationship point to long-term compatibility, for the relationship to last, you must want approximately the same things out of life. Is she adamant she doesn't want children, while you would give anything to raise a soccer team? Does she have her heart set on big city life, while you see yourself settling down on a farm? If you have major differences in terms of your set-in-stone plans, you're going to have to call the relationship a day at some point, or else make some pretty significant compromises. Get to know her likes and dislikes, suggests Dr. Gilda. Whether she's a morning or evening person, what she likes to eat and drink, whether your workout interests jive, which of your activities intersect, how much alone time each of you needs, and anything else off the beaten path. If you don't mind changing your mind on the big issues, or if you found someone who has more or less the same life plan as you do, that's another solid sign that you've landed the one. However, never commit your heart until you've seen this love interest during crisis, cautions Dr. Gilda. The way she behaves during times of crisis will tell you whether she's been real with you all along, and how she copes when life dishes disappointments. That is a crucial test for anyone's love. By now, you should be feeling a little bit clearer in your mind now about whether your girlfriend is the person you're going to be with for good, even if there was some confusion before. 11. She speaks well of you. Have you ever met anyone new and felt like you already had a reputation because they knew your girlfriend? What if a friend or family member tells you that your girlfriend says hurtful things to you or cries about you when you're not around? In a relationship, that does not foster mutual affection. This is poisonous. In a successful, stable relationship, the opposite is true. How you talk about each other when you're not together says a lot about what you think of each other. It has an impact on how other people perceive your relationship and whether or not they value your relationship. You won't wear your dirty laundry to anyone if you love each other. You care for each other's credibility and appearance. It's likely that your good name precedes you and your girl just speaks well of you. She keeps her complaints between you and her. It may be unbelievable, and it is a rare quality to find in any person, but a woman who personifies this quality will vent about your relationship to only one person: you. If this is still going on after 3 months, it's a good sign. It means that even with the honeymoon period over, she's mature enough to respect you. Make sure you do the same. Don't gripe about her to your buddies. It's tempting, but it doesn't foster a healthy relationship.